How's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to show you what I consider to be the essential utility to learn for mid control on CS2 Overpass. So we're going to start with T side, then move over to the CT. But starting off, I'm going to show you 3 smokes that are absolutely vital in taking this control. That's going to be the top connector smoke, the front bathroom smoke, and the divider smoke. Now, obviously, you're not going to throw all 3 of these in the exact same round. You're going to omit 1 or 2 of them in order to take control of another, opening. But let's go ahead and showcase how easy all of these are to throw. So starting off for the top con smoke, you're going to come right here into this railing. Look up to these little bushes here, this top right leaf. You're going to just go up and to the right and do a simple jump throw. For the front connector smoke, you're going to come into this pole and jump throw at the bottom left of this little hazard sign. And then for the divider smoke, you're going to go down to where this shadow slants down to the right, go a little bit to the right of it, and do another simple jump throw. And as you can see, this connector smoke is landed on the top, spread all the way down with no gaps. We have front bathrooms smoked off. And of course, we have divider smoked off perfectly without any gap on either side. So now if you're ever in a situation where you want to do a little bit of a delayed take on the banana, or if you just don't want to throw those instant smokes, this is a really cool utility set that I found from a guy named Fresh CS2. His channel is going to be down in the description below. Definitely go check him out. So essentially, what you're going to be able to do is find this little leaf on the far right-hand side. It's going to line up with this little line on the fountain. You're going to go all the way up into this position, and you can do a jump throw with a Molotov at the very bottom of these doors on this electrical box. It's going to go all the way up here. It's going to pop, and it's going to fully molly off all of divider and right behind it here to where it's going to force them either up forward to where your teammates can kill them or all the way back through it onto site. You can also pair that up by coming up towards this little stain here and doing a run throw with a smoke right in between this little trash can and this bench. You can just do a run throw with a smoke grenade. That's going to go all the way up here and fully smoke off front bathrooms here. So you can kind of pair that up where you throw this first, right? You can just do a little smoke, come back into this position, and then do a nice little molly. And voila, you have a nice little utility set to help yourself take mid, whether you want to push up and take banana, or if you want to split down towards connector. And of course, right after you throw that utility, you can also, from that same exact spot, look up at this dark spot and do a W right-click jump throw with a flash, where it's going to land on the other side of this, not blind you, but it's going to absolutely destroy anyone standing in this area right here without any time to react whatsoever. And if you're curious what the absolute fastest way to molly divider is, you can come right here into this little position on this wall. You're going to aim right here to where this line intersects with the shadow, and you're going to do a run jump throw the second you hit about this point right here. That molly is going to go all the way through. It's going to pop and fully molly off divider all the way from spawn, giving them absolutely no time whatsoever to get into this position. And so if you're ever doing a good rush in towards bathrooms, that is an absolutely fantastic piece of utility to throw. So I've covered this utility set on the channel before, but in my opinion, the best CT set to take control of mid and fountain is by coming right off of spawn and getting as close to the divider as you possibly can without colliding into it. You're going to aim between this little line intersection on this darker vertical line and the stairs. You're going to aim right here. And as you're running through, you are just going to do a jump throw the second you get halfway between these 2 points on divider. That Molotov is going to go all the way up here, and it's going to fully molly off party to where the T's can't run through without wasting a smoke grenade. Right after you throw that Molotov, you're then going to go right here into this far side of divider, and you're going to do a jump throw with a smoke on this little cross right here in the wall. That's going to go all the way up. It's going to bank off of the side wall and fully smoke off this position to where the T's are going to have to push through this smoke in order to get any sort of fight or early fountain control. Right after you throw that smoke, if you have a teammate going up to peek, you can do a jump there with a flash at the bottom left of this bench. And as you can see, it's not going to blind your teammate as he's peeking, but it's going to absolutely roast any of the players that are pushing through the smoke to where your teammate can peek out, kill that guy, and not have to worry about getting traded since the other players are going to be stuck behind the smoke that landed right about here. So now I'll go ahead and show this full utility set all together. You're going to run all the way down here and throw the molly, then stop here, throw the smoke, and then you can just simply throw the flash. And boom, just like that, you've mollied off playground, you've smoked off fountain, and you've thrown a nice flash for your teammate to be able to peek out and destroy anyone who is pushed through that smoke. Or if you'd rather just molly off T-stairs instead, you can come right here into this little AC unit corner and just up into the left of the top left of this little pillar, you're going to do a W jump throw. You're not going to move your mouse at all until you throw. So you're going to go all the way up here, jump throw right as you pass the first wall here on divider, and that's going to land right here on the top of these bushes and fully molly off this area right here to where the T's, if they run through, they're going to take a decent amount of damage to that Molotov. This is probably the fastest and most consistent way that I've seen this thrown. I learned this from Nart out here, who I think learned it from Fame on Virtus Pro. So big credit to both of those guys. It's definitely a good way to molly off this position. And finally, one of my favorite things to do right after I throw this Molotov is I will jump on top of this little trash can. I'll then jump off of it, and at the exact same time, I'll release an HE grenade to where it goes all the way down here and will catch anyone that's waiting for this molly to fade. So essentially, I'm going to run all the way through here, jump onto the trash can, jump off, and release an HE to where it's going to go all the way in there and destroy any of the T's as they decide to start pushing through, or if they're just waiting the molly out, it's going to absolutely nuke them for 50 to 60 damage. So yeah, I hope all this utility helps you out in your next CS2 Premier match. It definitely helps me out whenever I'm playing Overpass. I love throwing all this utility for my team because a lot of people have a hard time throwing all of this or knowing how to counter it in random pugs. This is just a great set of utility that you can throw on either of the sides. If you have any suggestions for me in future videos, please let me know down in the comments below because I love making videos that you guys want to see.